Hello, and welcome to another WWE 2K22 Showcase Mode Watch-Along. This time, it's WWE Cyber Sunday 2008, Rey Mysterio and Kane. As usual, I should warn you early in this video, I'm not going to be showing this match. You will need to fire up your version of the WWE Network, or Peacock, or whatever you use to watch these things, and pause it at this point, and then we're going to do a countdown, which, this point, by the way, is on the jump to option. Just jump to the Rey Mysterio Kane, and then jump up and pause as quickly as possible. And that is the point that I'm currently paused at. So, and then we're going to 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then we both click play, and we watch it together with you listening to what I think of the match. So yeah, if you're looking for the full match on YouTube, copyright laws a thing. Maybe look elsewhere. It might be up somewhere, but I'm not gonna mess with that. It's already difficult enough to get things like the showcase mode up because of the very tiny patches of it that are copyright, that are actual footage. Every video gets blocked and I have to dispute it. So I'm not going to do it with like a whole match because there's no disputing that. It's just legitimately copyright infringement. There is no fair use there. Anyway, waffle. Pause this video, fire up your network, get to this point, and then unpause this video because the next thing I'm going to do is count it down. Alright. So people have had their opportunity to do that. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and then I'm going to click the X button, because I'm watching this on a PlayStation, as close to the microphone as I can. So hopefully you'll hear when I click play. But also, I'm going to play like the first 5 seconds of footage before fading it out, so you can see if you're in sync with me. So you can rewind both and get it as in sync as you need it to be to have a satisfying experience watching this. But yeah, after about 5 seconds, there's going to be no more. It's just going to be a static image. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So 3, 4, 5, and fade out. And we're leading with Rey Mysterio, with a mask over his mask. Maskception. I like the Tron. Like, the Tron is like, for Cyber Sunday, is like, it looks like a BlackBerry kind of keyboard, but it's actually got like Rey Mysterio's logo in it and stuff. And is part of the entrance experience, which is quite cool. Like, they actually went to the effort of making everyone a custom Tron, I guess, for this event, to fit in that unique Tron layout. So Cyber Sunday is like an interesting concept that I think could run really well these days, with like the speed that you can run things like Twitter polls, Instagram polls, stuff like that. WWE could easily be like, right, the next match coming up is Rey Mysterio versus Kane. We have just put a poll, a 2-minute poll on our Twitter for what type of match you want it to be. Go vote now. They could easily do that, like, easier than they could do it back then, I would argue. But yeah, I love this as a concept. Some of it was very transparent and almost rigged, or unimportant. But it's a really cool concept. Like, so for starters, what's it called? Veterans like Rey Mysterio and Kane can easily wing their way through any of those matches. But No Holds Barred and Falls Count Anywhere are very similar. Just attempt to pin outside and you've got your Falls Count Anywhere stip. In my opinion. Ah! Great opinion there, Jerry Lawler. Interesting decision to do the stipulation result between the entrances. I suppose having these two get into the ring against each other but then have to stand around awkwardly not fighting while they reveal the results is a bit weird. So I guess so either, like, here's my thing with Cyber Sunday. Either the result is rigged, they've had to plan out 3 matches before coming out because they've had no time to communicate at all, or these matches are genuinely, like, more improvised than planned out. Which one do you think it is? Let me know in the comments what you think it is. How Cyber Sunday works logistically. I'd be curious to hear what people think. Right, off the ropes, and oh my goodness. Barely hit him there, but I think Kane did enough to catch him to not do too much damage to himself. And now here we go. The stop sign. And a kendo stick. Oh, right into the knee. That's a rope, Ray. Oof. Stop sign. What? Oh. Yeet. Yeeted his head. And then the stop sign gets yeeted out of the ring. Okay. Oh. Oof. Cameraman's brave. Oh my goodness, what is Kane doing here? Oh. Okay. That guy's like, can I have my camera cable back? But yeah, I think it's a really cool concept, the Cyber Sunday. Like, and Taboo Tuesday was the other one, wasn't it? Like, I don't know why it was taboo to vote on things. Never quite understood the name of Taboo Tuesday. Cyber Sunday makes way more sense because, you know, all the voting's done online, so it makes a lot more sense. But it's... Yeah, the concept itself, I think, is really... has a lot of potential. You know, they could almost do this in a way like when they introduced In Your House and like there was an overarching theme of In Your House, and then there was like a lower theme of, you know, Beware of Dog or Rock Bottom that sort of at least implied what the main event was or something. Like I could see them doing several Cyber Sundays a year, like maybe 3 or 4, like doing quarterly or something. And just each one, like you could do Cyber Sunday Elimination Chamber. You get to choose one of the entrants. You know, like you get 5 entrants to the match, and then there's like 3 or 4 that are potentially the 6th one. You know, stuff like that could be pretty cool. Fans didn't accept him because he beat the hell out of Rob Van Dam, if I remember correctly. Flaw in your logic, Kane. This is like the safest version of this submission I've ever seen. Like, that does not look that painful. Like, come on, Ray's quite bendy and flexible and athletic. Just arch him right back over that knee. Make it look painful. What other old concepts and pay-per-views would you like them to bring back? Like, I'm not thinking of, like, names of shows as such, because, like, No Mercy, as much as people love that pay-per-view name, and Unforgiven, and, you know, those old-school pay-per-view names, they weren't a theme. They were just, like, you know, an angry-sounding name for a fighting show, wasn't it, basically? But, like Cyber Sunday, or, like, they've just got rid of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Were you a big fan of that? You know, guaranteed Hell in a Cell matches every year. I mean, most people weren't a fan of the themed pay-per-views. At least in my experience of seeing people talk about them online, most people weren't a fan. But yeah, let me know what sort of, it could be a match type, something like that they could build a show around. But I think, given that question, I think Cyber Sunday might be my pick, to be honest, because I'm not a huge fan of the themed pay-per-views after match types. I mean, some of them work, because obviously Royal Rumble's one of them. Survivor Series is one of them. So, and Elimination Chamber works fine as a stop on the way to WrestleMania. And it's much harder to organically build to an Elimination Chamber. I know they did it a couple of times for the first ones, but it kind of made sense to just make it a scheduled stop. Because it's not one-on-one. It's not like Hell in a Cell, where it's like the culmination of a vicious rivalry. Makes sense in Hell in a Cell. You struggle to make a 6-man rivalry vicious enough to justify Elimination Chamber. So you just do it as like a fun stipulation, like a Royal Rumble. The only match type I can think of that I'd love to see come back is off the top of my head is the Championship Scramble. I quite liked them. They were quite cool. Now, Ray. Bulldog. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you would like to see come back in terms of old concept pay-per-views or even new concept pay-per-views. Like I say, a yearly show that revolves around a championship scramble, or maybe two, a women's and a men's, or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Kane conveniently falls across the middle rope, as is traditional in a Rey Mysterio match. Bosh! Less of it, Ray. Absolutely less of it. Kane exploding. Oh, should be easy to pin if you can find where his shoulders went, if Kane just exploded. There's just no need to throw that chair at something, was there? I love how every time anything usually illegal gets used in a no holds barred match, they're like, yep, this is completely legal. Hey, Destino! Love it. This is what I do. I sit on you. That's how you sit on a chair, on a cane. This referee is being very uppity about whether people's shoulders are down. I see him keep checking it. It's like, whereas other times you see WWE matches end where someone's shoulder has clearly come up, but because it was the scheduled finish of the match, the referee just ignored it. Alright, let's make it be consistent, shall we? Right up underneath the chin. Hit me with your best shot. He's going for stirs. He's going for stirs, lads. Uh-oh. Yeet. Kick him in the head. I wonder what spot we're supposed to believe Kane had in mind here. Because I know what's coming because of the showcase mode, and to be honest, I think you can see it coming a mile off even if you haven't seen it. So he's gonna, maybe like a lawn dart, I guess, might have been the thinking. Which would be pretty brutal, to be honest, with the stairs set up as they are. Whoopam! But that's what they're actually setting up for. Springboard. Bosh. Sit down. This is what I do. I sit on you. A question that's just popped into my mind, something to discuss while Kane gets hit in the midsection with a chair and in the leg. Is Rey Mysterio like the only person to be officially unmasked in like a mask match and then just start wearing his mask again? Or has that happened again at some point in history? Rey setting up the 619, counters the choke slam into another 619. Quite a cool finish, honestly, this, because, yeah, this is going to be the finish, isn't it? But I like the fake out 619 into the fake out choke slam into the real 619. I dig it. I dig it. I think that was a good match. Not like, 7-star Tokyo Dome Classic, but a good match. I enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of the match in the comments. I think we're pretty much done as well, so I'll ask you to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you're new here. I do lots of wrestling content, watch-alongs, predictions, reviews, wrestling video games, probably other stuff that I've forgotten, lots of stuff. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been EBEZA, you've been amazing, and I'll see you next time.